Scratch mixed it.
Hello, mommy, how you do? I saw the way you looked when I looked at you. No, I don't mean to be rude, but your backside got me confused. So mommy, baby.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and hello if it's your first time here. I'm here with one of the originals, one of the best to do our Northwest, Lippy, Don Dada, Lippy Lick Shot.
Yes.
Tell me, what does that lick shot mean?
Oh, it's just football reasons to get me.
Are you sure?
Shot power.
I feel like a gal gave you that name where you just used it as a...
Nah, man. It's yo, you can't incriminate on God's internet like this. Like, yo, but yeah.
Okay, so you still play football now?
I do, you know, yeah. I play semi-pro till this day, so yeah.
Okay, that's good. Anyway, firstly, I just want to say a big thank you for even taking the time out to come and film with me today.
Come on, man.
Like, do you know what? I could have reached out to you, you could have been like, nah, I don't know her, she's not doing nothing for me, do you get it? But you still took the time out to come, and I just want to say that I appreciate it a lot.
It's love,
Yeah? Everybody else watching me knows what I kind of do. I'm here to represent for the big yellow. So you know today the conversation, we're going to be hitting them topics. And obviously who best to get the Lippy to put in his little toothpaste, because you know he always got something to say. So, yeah, have you watched anything on my channel? You probably haven't, have you?
No, I have. I had a little snoop, obviously.
Yeah?
I needed to know what I was getting myself into.
So you know what I do there,
Yeah,
what I'm here to do, the whole movement and that,
Yeah.
Alright, so let's kick it off. First question. Do you like plus size girls?
I do still.
Oh, you do? Oh.
Like a big bone sister still.
Oh! So, what would you say your type is then?
You see me, yeah, like man's kind of like one of them non-discrimination man. Like man don't really, but it's not.
For the camera.
But the CV says it all. Like the big gallem is in there. You feel me? Like,
Yeah. Why? What's
I'm sure I can handle it. So
what?
I can't.
You can handle
Not
it.
really. Yeah, man. Of course. I've been there.
So you've been there.
Man's a connoisseur in the thing now.
Sorry.
Man, I tried to judge me for it in the past, but you get me. I stayed true.
Yeah.
To my big.
So that's the question that I wanted to ask you. So say like if you lot was in a club now and you see this big thing and yeah, she's ticking all the boxes, but then one of the man them turn to you and they're like, nah, she's big. What are you doing?
Yeah, but I don't watch the man them. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you know?
I'm on my thing. You feel me? I don't watch. You feel me? So I'm on what I'm on. So yeah, nah, I can't.
So that's not gonna stop you for yeah?
No way.
So one thing I want to ask you as well, because obviously this is a question that's been brought up when the top 10 myths of being with a big girl. They say that the sex is better.
I think it is.
Oh.
I think just the man ain't trying to be
too
crude.
Yeah. I don't want to know too
you
much.
Get me? But it's I think it's definitely a better experience in certain areas, most definitely.
Can you give me one of them areas?
Obviously, man don't want to be too crude, like big sister. Man just respecting the guy.
Yeah, just give me one area.
But it's just.
Because I want to hear if you're going to say something that one of the man them said on my show. That's why I'm asking you, and I feel like you're trying to say the same thing, but you're not trying to
I'm not
say
trying to
it.
be crude in it. But in my experience, the nun is just like. I don't know, it's wetter. It's better. It's better and it's wetter. Is it me?
I like that slogan. It's better
and it's wetter. That's what I think.
Yeah, so, I might add that one to my little jingle.
Man, add that one. Have that one.
Yeah, I can have that one, yeah?
That's yours.
So another question that I wanted to ask you is, when you've dealt with a plus size girl, obviously you've probably dealt with both, as you said, a bit controversial, you know, a bit of everything. So have you ever thought that you've had to deal with more insecurities with a plus size girl than dealing with a girl on the smaller side?
I think when I was younger, definitely. Kind of, because, like I said, when I said I've been judged for it, and that, it's been more when I was younger, like school days and that, you feel me, you might get little comments from your brethren and that. I kind of think now that we're older now, things like social media, movements like your sister, that there's things that the bigger gallon have now to feel empowered, you understand?
They're doing more than
so I don't think it's like the big gallon that's hot, they know now, you feel me? So
they're walking with their head high.
They know. So yeah, it's nice, man, definitely. But on the insecurities thing, when I was younger, definitely. But not so much now.
So how do you deal with like if your woman was to have insecurity, you as a man?
I mean, you kind of just gotta let her know, man. And I think you gotta let her know sometimes that, like, right, it's not just me that thinks women like you are beautiful. That thinks you are beautiful. That they're better, man. That, you understand?
Yeah.
There's just certain times there might be judgments from other people. Cause all these beauty standards, it's all like society, innit? You feel me? That you gotta have a nice little skin,
Of course.
wife or whatever. So it's not. More time, it's not even personal, you get me? It's more time a man's just immature, he's trying to influenced by other things, you understand?
So as you said, you mentioned social media. Do you believe that social media puts a lot of pressure on us, the younger generation, that your woman or even your man's got to look a certain way, got to drive a certain car, got to have a certain...
Definitely. Let's be honest, there's probably always been a standard in society since fucking Jesus times, you understand? Your wife must have to look a certain way.
Blue-eyed, blonde hair, you probably hit the time.
You have to have a certain sandal and everything there in Jesus' time. Like, you gotta have things, you understand? So, but now, because it's so visual and there's so much things like to point out what you should and shouldn't have, it's mad now. It's kind of crazy.
So how do you as an individual deal with that, to not get sucked into that pressure, into that?
I kind of just, do you know what it is? I think our generation, our age, we're kind of lucky that we kind of got to exist a little while before social media, you get me? It wasn't a long time.
But we did have a little.
But we had a little, because you get me, I had MySpace and all that shit when I was like 14, you get me? But it weren't the same.
And you didn't get to go on it every day.
Exactly, one man's phone.
Yeah, you have to go home. Or you have to go to the internet cafe.
Exactly.
You have Wi-Fi in your yard.
So you have to go, you have to put in work to chat to a man and leave a comment. But now it's just, you go on your phone, you're seeing all these things, and it's like, raw. So I kind of just, I float above it because of my age, innit? Obviously, like, I've got 3 little girls, you get me? And they're gonna, social media is gonna, they already know about TikTok.
Imagine, they must live on the iPad.
There you go. So it's like, man kind of just has to show them, yo, like, there's social media and there's the real world, innit? It's not the same, innit? And that's something that you have to beat into your children. Because we get that as our age, innit? Because we get it, we've seen life before.
Yeah, we get it and we say it, but I don't feel like we live it. I feel like our age group, we still live in that social media.
100%. So it's sometimes you just gotta, you get me? You just gotta remind your people them a reality, you get me? And to keep yourself grounded as well. Because the social media thing is mad. It's crazy.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah, so for young people, I can only imagine how they feel, you get me?
I was watching one of your videos and you said something about a white woman being with a black man is a fetish. You probably don't remember,
I did remember.
You know what I'm talking about.
Kind of is though, a bit. Yeah.
So what's your definition of a fetish?
A fetish, to me, is like something that you like for like purely like lust reasons, like sexual reasons. There's not necessarily emotions behind it. You get me? I'm not trying to say raw when you see a black girl, you just love her straight away. But when I said the fetish bit, I meant it's kind of both ways, like, because it's like, I think us as black men, yeah, like obviously we go through things in society, but when it comes to like beauty standards, like we don't have the same experiences as black women, you understand? Because like myself as a dark skinned man, like I've never really felt, maybe it's where I grew up or whatever, but you know what it's like growing up around here. Man's never really felt like beneath anyone else. Like man's the norm, innit?
Look like me and they do what I do.
Yeah, so it's like, you get me? But when it comes to the ladies now, it's the same thing. The majority of the girls in the hood are black girls and red, because of beauty standards and that, there's bare things like man might have grown up preferring light-skinned girl or white girl or girl with a little bit of Asian in them or whatever.
Yeah, when I was younger it was all light skin or nothing.
There
now I wouldn't even look at light skin.
There you go. So it's like, as you grow up, you understand certain things, you understand? But it's mad. Yeah. On a fetish thing.
So do you believe, this is the question.
Yeah.
Do you believe that a guy who likes a plus size girls likes her as a fetish? It's a fetish to like it. To like her.
Jeez, man, when man asks about why they're good, man didn't even say like raw, they're nice people.
He said the tonton was yeah. So he was lost over the tonton. Now I'm asking the question, tell me, let me know. Because I I believe it's a fetish, but everybody else that I've had just a chat with, or even on the internet, is on me like, no, it's a preference, it's because you don't value yourself or stuff. And I'm like, of course I value myself, I hold my dick out every day. But I know, when a nigga looks at me, the first thing he's saying is,
now, you know why you can't? I understand why you're saying it's a fetish, but the reason why I don't think it's a fetish, because if you ask any man his type, yeah, physically, whatever they explain, it's gonna sound like a fetish, no matter what. Even if you're saying I like skinny girl with no body and red hair because they're slender and red hair, so
yeah, but skinny girl with no ass, that's not abnormal.
No,
the word fetish means abnormal, means that
not necessarily.
That's what the word fetish means.
All it means, no, because again, black men aren't abnormal, but it's just.
But to a white woman, you're abnormal.
No, exactly, because the stereotype.
Right.
It's a stereotype. So same way. Yeah, jeez, catch my nose. But, nah.
Think about it.
I hear you though.
So you think it's a preference then?
I don't know, man. For certain man, it might be a fetish. Because you know why? Certain man might tell you their girl could never be a big girl.
Exactly.
Yeah, but they like
But then when it comes to bedroom now,
exactly.
every side
Then
is
it's a fetish.
Right.
But me, man could live with big girl.
But then my whole thing is, I don't understand, like, okay, you got a type. How is it that you can like somebody that is on the skinny side and then somebody that's on the bigger side? So do you really have a type? Because in like my previous videos, every girl that I've spoken to, they like, if a guy likes somebody like you and they like somebody like me, he don't have a type.
Yeah, I don't really have a type then. Really. I'm comfortable.
That's scary.
How's that scary?
A nigga with no type?
How's that scary? Ain't that healthy? Ain't
No.
That why?
That means you just,
What,
you're for the streets.
Man, I'm not for the streets, man. Just,
That means any team walking could turn your head.
So what? So that means, so say your man likes big girls, does that mean any big girl can take your man?
No.
So how?
But then I know that he's looking at one particular sort of girl.
Anytime the big girl they come around, you go cover up in the eye.
No, but I know that he's looking at one type of girl. Whereas with you now, I don't know where I stand. You're looking at Holly, Jane with a big bum, Holly with no kids.
I can appreciate different things like.
We say everyone's got their, brings different stuff to the table.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. That's what I think anyway.
Alright, another question that I want to ask you, and it's for you to agree or disagree. When I first started this whole thing, one of the things that came up was that big people in society, in movies, anything is always seen as the joker. They're always seen as the funny person, the loud person. They're never the sexy friend or the nice friend. Is that something you agree with?
I think sometimes, yeah. But I kind of think like that is kind of true still.
Like a big mama, or something like that. Do you get it? Did they always
even like white ladies? There's that white woman that does that them films like
the joke, the one that stole the identity.
We had what's her name, Vicar Dibley lady that was married to Lenny Henry. I can't remember her name.
Exactly, but they're all seen as comedians. They're never put in the movie or put in that play or even that script
as attractive.
The attractive one.
I hear that still. That's definitely true.
Definitely true.
Yeah, that's definitely true. I think that's true still.
So I was in a little chat with you the other day, obviously when I reached out to you on Clubhouse, and obviously the argument was about what guys do to stand up for women in general. So as a guy, do you feel like you do your utmost to stand up for your women? I'm not going to even say black because that's silly. Your women in general, do you feel like you go above and beyond to stand up for them?
I think I do at times, but there's times that I definitely haven't. Like,
and why haven't you? Is that because of what, like?
Do you know what it is, yeah? Like, man, I don't want to be too specific, but I think there's been times, yeah, where like, sometimes like, can't, like, you can say, sometimes you can just say like, yo, you know what, my brother, what you're saying, I don't agree with that, that's wrong, and that's enough, feel me? Because sometimes when you go further than that, like, it's almost, I think the way men kind of fight for things sometimes, they'll make it about them at times, innit? So like, say I'm fighting for big girls, eventually it won't be that I'm fighting for big girls. It's I'm fighting for me. I like big girls. Why are you on, man? Fuck that. What are you talking about? Agree with me kind of thing, innit?
Okay.
So it's like sometimes just say a thing and just you get me, fam. Kind of thing.
But then definitely you're not standing up for what you truly believe in. You're saying but you're not really.
Nah, you are, because it's like, because obviously.
And if it was the next thing where another man was to say something or
it depends
in a way.
It depends, innit? Because obviously there's some topics about females, yeah, about women that are lighter than others, innit? You get me? We can have mad serious conversation about girl, and man could come up with fucked up views. You get me? Or there could be something light about girl, and a man can still come up with fucked up views, innit? So it's like anywhere along the spectrum, mad shit could get said, innit? So it's like sometimes
you're protecting yourself.
It's not even protecting myself. It's like sometimes I know if I say a certain thing, it's almost like trigger. Like I don't want people to get triggered, innit? So if I bring up certain topics online, yeah. So say I have to go online right now, Twitter. I've got a large following, Twitter, Instagram, whatever, and say big gal are the nicest. I like a big. Well, I do it all the time. I do it all the time. There'll be a video of a big gal on the timeline or something. I'll be like, yeah, she's damn. But then there'll just be bare comments of men say, oh, you're bugging, red, oh, she looks like a this, she looks like a that. So there'll be times where I'll be like, yeah, I'm not gonna do it, just so gal don't have to see them. Because again, I could argue with. If there's days where I sit there and argue with every man we talking about, you're not ready, you can't handle it, and rate it, all of that. You feel me? But then there's just days where it's like overwhelming. Because like, if it's overwhelming for me,
like pick your battles.
Yeah, so it's like if it's overwhelming for me, how do the sisters feel? You get me? Like I've just said this statement, and really and truly, whatever people think of it, it don't affect me.
Yeah.
You get me? It affects the sister then. So it's like, to think you gotta be careful sometimes. Like, just know where to fight the battles in certain spaces. Like if you're around certain man that's a idiot, don't even say anything. So he opens up his mouth and just upsets people. Because there's no point. Like there's, no, it sounds fucked. Like no matter how much man fight for gal, if I'm the one man and there's 10 men chatting shit, it's not even that I'm gonna lose. It's just, it's not gonna be enough. The gal's gonna be like, thank you, brother, for sticking up for me, but I just had to listen to 10 men.
That's gonna come out of their mouth.
Exactly.
And that's what more than the one comment that you've made. Nah,
So,
I hear you. So do you feel like size matters in the bedroom?
Jeez. What? in terms of what?
Both ways.
Yeah, certain times, yeah, car. Man's had awkward sex, innit? And I think that's the worst thing.
What's that?
Like, it's just not good.
Connected, it's not working.
Yeah, it's just not. Something ain't right, like, something ain't. You get me?
Say it now, connect.
Yeah, it's just something ain't. And sometimes it's nice looking girl, everything, but it's just certain angles and never match up right, you get me? So yeah, I think it kind of does still. That's what I think. That's what the galleon that I've been with told me as well. Not that it matters all the time, you have to know what you're doing with your tools,
yeah.
But at the same time.
But then you feel like did you feel like there's a certain size that you wouldn't be able to handle?
And if you got like, that I wouldn't be able to handle, I'm not even trying to take it there, but I've been with big gal, you know. Big gal. Like big gal. Like,
you're saying it, yo.
No, like big gal. Man's not even trying to discriminate, but they're big, innit? They're big gal. Like I've been with certain gal, if they were sitting over there, you'd be like, you're alright, you'd be good. Like, them kind of gal. Like,
seriously?
Yeah.
Been with or just slept with? Like, would you wife a big girl?
Yeah, I've had a big girl that's my girlfriend, yeah.
And you're open with it?
Yeah.
I don't hide it. Why is it that guys also take so long, like, to show their girlfriend to the public? I see why you're laughing already, because you know this is definitely you. Yeah.
There's a couple, like, I think there's a couple reasons, innit? Like,
what's your reason? Because I ain't ever see you with a girl. I ain't ever see you close up with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So what's your reason?
I'm not gonna lie, my reason is that.
I want to hear your reason.
Like, bare people know who I'm in it. That's mad, isn't it? I don't want bare people, like.
No, but you can even post her with a cover face. They don't have to.
Yeah, but that's just. I don't understand that.
Why do you understand
that? Is a joke.
That's letting somebody know that somebody's there, but it's none of your business. Do you get it? That's what it is.
Maybe I don't think that's necessary. Man.
You don't think that's necessary?
If my gal posted that.
So is your gal allowed to post you?
Yeah. If my gal posted that,
so how's your gal allowed to post?
I'll be in the comments like, I'm not allowed to post her.
But you don't post her. But then she posts you, so I don't get that.
Yeah, but
so then either way, people are going to see it because it takes one person to see her picture to then send it and say, wait, ain't that Lippy that it's going to go and it's going to...
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't need that. That's long.
Publicity, good for publicity.
Nah, no, I don't think so.
No.
I think sometimes you've got to make things a bit private, like the career man's in. Now come on, I'm sitting here saying, yo, get the nuts better and wetter. What if my gal ain't a big girl right now?
That's on you, actually. You're the one that said it.
You might be, where did you go after? What happened? You get me? So it's like, yeah, man. I can't. Yeah, man.
You're not gonna, you can't.
You guys. Man don't even reveal my relationship status. I'm one of them, man.
What? So if I'm asking you now, like, what? You see someone?
I'm here.
No, how do you think that I would feel watching that to see you say
exactly?
I'm just
so
here.
you exactly. So you make what you want with that information.
No.
I wouldn't disrespect nobody.
But you are though. You are. If somebody's
you know what it is. I don't want to sit on the thing and be like, yeah, I'm single. It's like all the gal them that give me that. So. Man,
no, we're not talking about it in that context.
Yeah,
Stop trying it. We're talking about it in the taken context.
Oh, in the taken
context. If you're single, that's different. If you're single, then you should be able to sit there and say, you don't want to say you're single, but
I'm
if
single,
you're
like,
taken.
I don't, you get me? Like, man, don't. That's my private side of life. Like, there are things people them don't know about me.
Is it?
I believe that's what makes, like, it's better that way.
So how do you keep your social life and your private life separate? Knowing that you're so like out there.
I think
influencer.
I think the reason why it's kind of easy is cause like man ain't really moved far from where man's from. Like you know them ones. Like everyone.
Staying in the hood kind of thing.
Yeah, so like everyone that's around me kind of been around me. So it's like you get me, and then anyone that's not isn't. You feel me? So it's like I can control what they know about man to a certain extent. You get me?
You ain't changed it up, you ain't switched it up.
Yeah, nah, just
say northwest to the end.
Man, might get out of here one day. Don't get it twisted. Wow. It's alright. It's alright.
One question I'm gonna throw at you, this is the last one. What was your first impression when you saw me? This is the first time you see me. You could have seen me before, but
I've seen you before. I'm gonna ask you off camera, but definitely, but
yeah. It's camera.
Nah, like I said, I watched it, innit? Obviously, when my brother shouted at me, he said, yeah, yo, chill, bro. Postcode.
What?
I said, no, what? So yeah, I had a little sneak, and I just thought, yeah, I like what you're doing. You get me? I gotta be a bit on my toes when I come here, but I thought, yeah, no, I like what you're doing because I kind of think I like content. You feel me? I haven't been
gotta make sense.
You get me? I haven't been doing this podcast thing for ages. I don't think anyone has, innit? We're all quite new.
Everyone's just here.
Yeah, so it's like I think there needs to be more female platforms, definitely. You get me? And I like the single female thing. You get me? Where you're throwing shots at man and rare because I think it's a better dynamic sometimes.
Than having
you get me?
More
That's from a male point of view. I'll be honest.
Is there anything that you want to ask me for the camera? On camera, that is suitable for camera?
Yeah, why you gotta I'm a good person. I don't ask anything inappropriate. Now let me ask you, what's your experience of being a big girl? Like, have you ever, like, do you know man?
I know that I ask people this question, they normally say no.
So do you know man, yeah, that like big girls?
Yeah, well obviously I'm a big girl.
So you're saying you don't have it's not an issue.
I've never had an issue. Now I definitely don't have an issue. As I said, now I feel like big girls have a bigger platform where it's not even ooh she's big, it's like yeah she's big and she's fucking sexy. But growing up, like school days, then yeah. But whereas I've always been I think, I don't know if I've done that because I was bigger or if that was just normal. I was always one of the man them anyway, so it was that never kind of affected me. But when it came to putting my stuff together and looking good, Tasha always looks good from every angle. You got man saying it, gal saying it. So me personally, I've never actually had. Obviously, everyone's got their insecurities and that, but it's never been like an issue for me, and that's why I'm here doing it now. Because do you get me?
Yeah,
you gotta show everybody else, make everyone else be confident.
Got it, man. 100%.
Is that it?
That's it.
Anyway, I just want to say thank you for coming again. Like, I can't even explain how much I appreciate it.
No problem.
You know the vibe. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Remember, beauty is nothing about ambition. Style is nothing about confidence. What's the new one?
Big gal them shout me, cause
What?
no, you never let
Oh,
them.
let him go on.
Big gal them shout me, cause the none is better and wetter.
Yeah.
The Instagram gonna be in the description, everything shout and for me. Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Scratch mixed it.
Hello, mommy, how you do? I saw the way you looked when I looked at you. No, I don't mean to be rude, but your backside got me confused. So mommy.